take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Minshew, 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Complete to Chris Thompson.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the...
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
44, Mike, 44. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got 20 points down, he's coming. Hey, check 24, check 24. Shoot, watch the shoot.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know there's someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off of play action, it's Watson. Caught by Cobb. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans will extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 9.
Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Minshew. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
Complete to number 17.
DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Texans 14, Jaguars 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jaguars 7.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A quick throw here out to Cobb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Watson now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 3rd and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
44, Mike, 44.
Again, it's Watson. That'll be complete to Breida. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz?
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Antonio Gibson, the ball carrier. J.J. Watt on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
First down, Jaguars.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Well, he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Minshew sets to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Cooks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Breida. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Breida, the ball carrier.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get ready. 44, Mike, 44.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the...
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 51.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Thompson.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, Carter. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans will add on to their lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said,
looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Breida to get the third quarter started. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. Time to go, night. 44 is the Mike, 44 is Mike. Check.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
Sacked there by Whitney Merciless, and sometimes he gets overlooked on this Houston defense with J.J. Watt on that side of the ball. But remember, he was the first-round pick for this Texans team back in 2012, and in 2019 led the team with 7.5 sacks and 4 forced fumbles.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Right here. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
Here's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Watch run.
Being chased out left. He'll run it. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Right side. It's Gibson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Gibson
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And it's 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Play action, it's Minshew. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
Texans.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes Carter. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This is Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 34. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, here's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Taken down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. This is Stills on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's
back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun is Minshew. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
At the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz in the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but now it's 3rd and goal.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. A huge play there for Houston. 86 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Bobo to Mike. Mike's Bobo. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Now it's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Watch the slant. 44, Mike, 44. I got one.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room. And then
looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
30-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Today's final score, Texans.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, it usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Down.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the 2nd active leading rusher in the NFL. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
At the 43-yard
2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
And a Las Vegas 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. A gain of 6 there on 1st. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
The third-year defensive tackle out of Florida State, Derek Nottie, with a nice play there. Started every game for Kansas City during their Super Bowl run a season ago.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's in. Complete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
55, Mike, guys, 55.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Kansas City Chiefs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gain of 26 more yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34.
1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Mahomes to throw on second down. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal.
28-yard attempt.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
Check 26, check 26, he's on him.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. First and goal from the 3. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Let's go, D.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here we go with McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a field?
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. We just stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. Got family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Complete to Henry.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
First down. It's Jacobs, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 16. Carr, reception here by Ruggs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Mahomes Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 69 yards. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the play.
Las Vegas 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Whip. Watch the whip.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Carr completes it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Jacobs again, the ball carrier.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. These two teams all tied after 1. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14. Chiefs 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now Carr. Got it open man. It's Ruggs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the second active leading rusher in the NFL, it's Adrian Peterson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And a Raider 1st down.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Keenan Allen.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And that's Alex Okafor who gets in to register the sack. This has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
McCaffrey on the carry.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and
the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Good job. Dominate him, boys. Dominate him.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Raiders 24, Chiefs 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
Their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They're going deep for Hill. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, and it's 3rd and short. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Muscles by at the 25. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
What now? What inning? You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 21-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He's got Allen. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Here's Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.